Hello there and welcome to the Card Grotto. Today I've got the new release from Clearly Besotted to share with you. All of these items will be available to purchase today. That's the 1st of February 2021 at 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, which is the time here in the UK. You can purchase them from the Clearly Besotted shop and also from Simon Says Stamp. The sets can be purchased separately from Simon Says Stamp or Clearly Besotted, but they're also in a bundle where you can purchase all of the sets from the release together. You do get free gifts with that, and you also get a discount off of the price of if you were to buy them all separately, and that is only available at Clearly Besotted. So as I usually do, I'm going to share the new sets with you and also the samples that I have made as a design team member. A lot of the sets this month coordinate with each other, so I'll just show you them as I go along. This is the Clearly Contained set to start with. This is a great set, as you can see, with loads of different containers. Most of the sets that I'm sharing with you that coordinate with it, you can add things into the containers, but a lot of these will be perfect for sets that you already have, and you can add lots of different things into the containers as well. So there's things like bowls here, two different types of bowls, like more like a vase type bowl or a vase depending on where you are in the world, and more kind of vases, bottles. The bowl here could be like a food bowl that you would eat out of, a flower pot there. You've got different things like labels that you can add on top of the jars. You've got jar tops, so you could make that into like a jam jar or a mason jar. There's, like I said, labels that you can add on top. There's also like marks that you can add. So if you wanted to make this to be glass, you would be able to see the bottom of the bowl, and then so you can put that in for that. And you've got, like I said, different tops and things. You've got the basket there, the little pocket. Just a really great versatile set, I think. And Clearly Besotted really like to get the most out of their sets, so they do add sort of different sentiments inside just to be able to get the most, like I said, out of the kind of process of making the stamps. So the sentiments read: "To, for you, baked. You fill my world with joy, handmade from Hi You XO, just for you, a gift for you, and with love." So really great, like I said, versatile set. Before I share the samples that I've made using that set, I'm just going to share the next one with you because I did use them both together. And this is the Clearly Contained Cuts set. So this is really beautiful florals that you can add inside of the containers, but you can definitely use them separately as well. I especially think the large kind of floral bouquets you can definitely use separately, but again they do look beautiful inside of the vases as well. So you've got a large bouquet here, and then you've got like a separate floral here. You've got foliage and leaves, you've got separate leaves there as well, some kind of smaller floral kind of plant type things as well, the separate flower heads, another flower head there. You've got things like daisies. Just a really, like I said, beautiful set. Lots of sentiments again, things like "It's your time to bloom," "Friends forever," "Hi," "I'm sorry," "Oops a daisy," "I miss you," "I pick you," "XO," "Thanks a bunch," and "Hello." And so this is the card that I made using both of those sets. What I did was I stamped out the bottle first, masked that off, and then stamped out the flower so that I didn't have the stems with the black lines of the ink. You can definitely have them with that, and I do think it would look really nice, or you could maybe even do them in a lighter colour and do kind of no line colouring. But I wanted to just kind of fill in the stems just with Copic markers to kind of look like they were sort of blurry and that they were inside the water. The actual image is stamped as one stem, and I did put in three, kind of like the leaves had their own stems. I just thought it looked quite nice, but it would definitely look nice obviously with just the one stem as well. I'm still unsure whether it was the right thing to do, but I did do that anyway. And like I said, coloured them in with Copic markers. I did fussy cut them out as one image, and the sentiment here is from the teeny tag set, and I just thought that that tiny little tag worked perfectly with this image. I think it works really nice size-wise, all of the tags in that set with all of the different containers, and just kind of tied some twine around it. The background is Distress inks, and I just splattered on some water. I thought the colours worked quite nicely with the floral. Next up is the Ring Around Spring set. They have a lot of different ring around sets, Clearly Besotted. This is the spring or Easter version. Really pretty large wreath image here. You've got the egg that you can add on top, or you could use the egg separately for Easter. Some really great cute, adorable critters that could be sitting inside of the wreath or on top of the wreath, but again you could use those separately as well. Things like the little sheep there, and the chick, the bunny, the little butterfly, the bee and the ladybird or the ladybug. The great sentiments that you can mix and match together. There's Easter, bar, chirp, busy little bee, hoppy, buzz, welcome spring, Easter blessings, and you are excellent. Just a really great all-round set. And so this is the card that I made using that set. I stamped out the wreath, coloured that in with Copic markers and fussy cut that out. Like I said, I think the critters would look really cute nestled inside, but I just decided to do the wreath on its own for this card. Stamped out the sentiment and heat embossed that, and just did some simple distress inking in the background. Next up is the clearly contained contents, and again this works really well with the containers set, but again you could probably use some of these separately as well. So you've got loads of different things, like I said, that you can add inside of the containers, like the cake. There's a little scene there with the house and the trees. I think that would look really cute as a snow globe. They've got the sweets there, or the candy, the pie. Got florals that you can add inside, some food like the ramen would be really good with the avocado, and then the butterflies, a little fish there. Then you've got things like the hearts, the stars and the clovers, the candle and a little glowworm. The sentiments read, you fill my life with happiness, yum, thanks, hey, hi, nom, 2 kisses, XO and a little gift. And this is the card that I made using that set. I stamped out the container first, and then stamped the fish, masked him off, and then stamped out the plants. I think they're supposed to be like succulents to look like a terrarium, but I thought I would make them into like water plants for the fish. Thought it looked kind of like a fish bowl. And then for the background, I thought I wanted to kind of create what looked like bubbles. I'm not sure if I really pulled it off, but I used the Clearly Besotted round and round stencil for that and did some distress inking. And then the sentiment there is from the Dive Right In set. Next up is the Wonderful Wishes set, an adorable set. You've got the kind of landscape with the florals here, the 2 different types of dandelions, the white dandelions and then the yellow ones, and then all of these adorable critters that can be flying in the sky holding their dandelions as well. Like the bunny and the dog, the cat, the bear and the chick, and the cute little fox there as well at the top. The sentiments read, wishing you all the best, hugs, make a wish, wish big, best wishes, hi, wish big, wishing you happiness, hey, wishing you well. And then there's lots of different kind of like circle-y bits and kind of like star type things, and the heart there as well, just so you can kind of like add sparkly bits onto your images as well if you wanted to. And this is the card that I made using that set. I stamped out the cute little bunny with the dandelion, coloured that with Copic markers. I did add some dots of Speaker glitter pen. It's probably difficult to see here on camera. And then I did some distress inking in the background with Distress Oxide inks and the Cloudy Day stencil from Clearly Besotted. Focused most of the clouds sort of up in the top right hand corner, and I did splatter on some shimmer spray onto that as well. Again, it's probably a bit difficult to see here on camera. And then just stamped out the sentiment there. And then last but not least, this is the clearly contained Cuties, which again work perfectly inside of the containers to make cute little scenes. But again, you can use a lot of these separately as well. So there's just a plethora of all of these adorable critters. One kind of holding the ice cream there. There's extra things like stars and hearts and cookies and biscuits and strawberries and bees. You've got the umbrella there as well. The ladybird, just really great set, like I said, that works perfectly with the containers or separately as well. Really like kind of like you could just, anything you can think of, you could probably do with these sets to mix and match them all together. A couple of extra sentiments: Hold On, EXO, Hi, Hey, Jam, Hugs and Laugh Out Loud. And for my sample, I decided to use 4 of the sets and kind of combine them, but I wanted to show that you didn't have to use them in the containers if you didn't wanted to, or if you didn't want to, excuse me, I can't talk today. And so I did the cute little chick here, stamped him out, coloured him with Copic markers, and then I used the plant from the Cuts set. The butterfly there is from the Contents set, which comes as kind of like a whole sort of spray of butterflies, so I just used that little one here and fussy cut that out for that. And then the sentiment there from the Ring Around Spring set, just thought it made a cute little Easter tag. The tag itself is from the Clearly Besotted Tag Along Die collection, and just cuts some pattern paper to look like the sky and the grass there. So that was a look at the February 2021 release from Clearly Besotted. Links to the products that I shared will be in the description bar on YouTube and also over on my blog. I would love to hear your thoughts on the release. I think it's something a little bit different with all of the different items that you can add inside of the containers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.